We are preparing for another passage. We're going to be leaving Raroia and heading to Tahanea.
Davis, you gonna take a shift? How long's your shift?
2 hours.
Blown away is blowing us out of the water. Fish on! Woohoo! Our buddy boat's already made it through the pass.
Yeah, everybody's made it through the pass.
I tell you, when we say the sailing community is amazing, the sailing community is pretty darn amazing. Concierge anchoring service right here in Taha'a.
We're at
Blown away.
Mr. Brown and Miss Eileen's boat for our last night together before we go to Tahiti.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Alright, so we are preparing for another passage. We're going to be leaving Raroia and heading to Tahanea. And it's going to be about a 24-hour passage. So we've got our two buddy boats with us this time. And we're going to stay together, and hopefully it's going to be an easy sail. It should be a downwind sail. And because it's only 24 hours to get there, and we've got about 27 hours, we're probably just going to fly the Genoa. But we'll see when we get out into the ocean and see what the wind's going to be like. Because predicted wind has been kind of finicky and it's not been so accurate. So we're gonna take our chances and see what it's gonna be like when we get out there.
So our friends are keeping up anchor. Eileen and Brown on Blown Away, and Beth and Dave and Landon on Warrior, all picking up, getting ready to head out to the minefield of bommies.
Thank you for my pancakes, baby. I love them.
You made them.
Hey, you help.
So now I just get to sit back on the coach roof and look out for bommies. We're the second one in line, so we've got Brown and Eileen ahead of us. So she's really the one on top, like scoping out the bommies. We're following directly behind their course. So just trying to help prevent a disaster today, because in the past week, there's been 2 boats that have hit reefs. One had really bad rudder damage, and the other one, I'm not sure how bad their damage was, but you got to be vigilant about these things. You can't just say, oh, I have a track, I'm going to follow this. You still need someone up on deck looking out for those bommies.
It looks dead calm. Start in, but it looks good for us.
Copy that, copy that. We're gonna let you guys get a little bit ahead, and then we'll punch through as well.
Alright, sounds good. Safe first. Safe.
So that took us, what, 40 minutes to get across this?
Well, that, yeah, wasn't too bad.
And then about to go through that pass one more time.
Yeah, one more pass here, and then we'll get over to Tahanea in about 22 to 24 hours. And we'll get some nice snorkeling. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful there, so can't wait to see it.
It looks like we have time to pass perfectly today. It's slack tide. It's nothing like it was when we came through, so this should be
I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a sleigh ride at 6 knots. That would have been kind of cool.
much easier. This is a much easier crossing than we had coming in this place. So very, very thankful. Great start to our passage. Hopefully the rest of our passage will be uneventful, safe, calm, and go by quickly. So Eileen and Brown are through, and then Warrior's right behind us. You say 8 knots?
8 knots.
Wow.
That's crazy.
All right, so we have successfully got our main up, probably the easiest time it ever went up. Warrior back there has got their main up. Blown Away's almost got their main up. And then we're just gonna set our course towards Makemo and head off. What's dirty?
Main's dirty. Not dirty, but. See if we can catch some fish for dinner.
We get an update on your hands.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're looking better. He just kind of looks like a burn victim at this point, but we ended up having to start him on an oral antibiotic because several of the lesions were getting very pus-filled and infected with induration, and he had a couple around his right knee, and his right knee was starting to puff up and start to get hot. So went ahead and started him on an oral antibiotic, and he's 3 days in and is doing much better. But it's taken all those kids that were at the ramp, it's all taken them a good 2.5 weeks to get better. Gonna try and catch us some fish?
Try and catch some fish for dinner. Have some mahi or some tuna.
That would be fabulous.
We're not gonna throw away the skipjack.
Yeah, we're actually, yeah.
We'll cut the bloodline out and we'll try that.
We've learned from our ways, so.
Right.
Davis, you gonna take a shift? How long's your shift?
2 hours.
All right, how fast are we going?
We are going 5.4.
So just gotta make sure the wind doesn't shift.
Well, it's an easy day today. The winds are blowing around 12 knots, so
The sea state is incredibly calm.
yeah. So we got Davis up at the helm. He's gonna man the helm for about 2 hours to earn some tech time, and I'm gonna get a little bit of work done.
So mom and dad get to sit here and work while Davis runs the boats.
Perfect. Hey Davis, what's our speed? What's our speed?
4.8.
So what, we're just not on a good course?
The way the waves are hitting the boat and the way the wind keeps getting fickle, the main keeps flopping and everything.
So this morning's sail started off great. It looked like flat calm out here. We were going 6.5 knots, and then, I don't know, in the past hour it's just kind of deteriorated and the waves are hitting us on the beam and it's kind of making the boom hit. So just not a great angle now. So Rob's gonna try to make some adjustments. The thing is that we're on a great heading for our parasailer, but we've calculated between 5 and 6 knots in order to arrive at our new atoll, so we can get through that pass at a certain time. So we can't really put up our parasailers because it's going to put us going too fast, and then we're going to sit outside that atoll till slack tide to go through the pass. So we just got to make this a little bit more comfortable. Blown Away is blowing us out of the water. We can no longer take the boom hitting and the waves from this angle, so us and Warrior have decided to drop our mains, pull in the jib, and we're going to throw out our parasailer because that's a much easier ride than what we have right now. I will say I do love the parasailer, but it is work because we kind of talked this morning about the wind angle and putting the parasailer up and how we were going to be going too fast, and then everyone kind of was like, yeah, it's a lot of work to put the parasailer up, but it would be much more comfortable to put the parasailer up than have this ride that we're doing now. So Rob and I guess we're now 20 minutes into getting all the lines out, getting the parasailer up, and we're almost ready to deploy the parasailer. Why does something look stuck?
It's stuck.
She is up.
Good job. Good job, babe. Thanks for your help.
Good job. That was a team effort. How long did that take us?
20 minutes?
Maybe 30 minutes, because Warrior was like 10 minutes ahead of us. So Warrior in that time's already gotten that far ahead, and Eileen and Brown are almost to the horizon, so maybe we can catch them. All right, so a few hours later, Warrior is so far ahead you can't even see them. They're just like kicking tail with their parasailer. But we are catching up with Blown Away over here. We're vying for second position. Fish on! Woohoo!
Oh my god, your eyes are still.
It's a little one, but it's a fish.
As long as it's edible. I see we passed Blown Away back there.
What does it look like?
All I see is the big green thing in its mouth. And right now it looks kind of like a trout.
A trout? We got sea trout! Good, brother. I think it's a little mighty. Oh no, it's a skipjack.
I told you! I feel like
We said if we caught one, we'd have to eat it.
Alright. Oh, dude, that's a yellowfin.
Woohoo!
Baby!
Yo!
Sashimi tonight!
To wait before you start casting me?
Way to go, honey.
Alright.
Me too.
Here.
Let's
Woo! Yellowfin tuna! Woo!
That is awesome.
Look at that beautiful thing.
Good job, honey.
I
You got another one?
broke it.
No.
Where is it? It's off.
Huh? What happened?
They might have thrown it. I don't know. We had something big. Man, did you hear that thing scream? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had headphones in and I heard it scream.
I think the fish threw himself off though because he's not on there, but I can see my lure. I wonder if he pulled the hook off though. He might have pulled the hook off and that'll be, we'll have to re-rig it, but that's all right. I didn't lose my lure, that's a good thing.
It's about 5 o'clock. Parasailer is still doing great. You probably can't see them, but Warrior, we have twin parasailers. They have the same parasailer we have, but they are all the way up there on the horizon. And then if we look behind us, we've got Blown Away back there behind us on the horizon. It's been a really good day. Once we got the parasailer up and the boom was no longer banging, the ride got much smoother, and it's been a beautiful day of sailing. Caught a fish. So can't complain today.
So it's getting dark right now, so we're just gonna put the boat to bed.
So that means we're taking the parasailer down?
Yep. Oh!
It's gonna be a pretty sunset tonight.
The new line's doing really good. I don't see any. There's a little marks, but no real big chafe or anything. And we've been flying it for over what, 7 hours, 8 hours?
Yeah.
So it's done really well.
And our patches are still holding up because we were not able to get them fixed in Taha'a because the sail loft was just too dang slow.
Yeah, so we'll get it done in Tahiti.
Yeah. So we got the parasailer all put away and we just pulled out the jib. We were going 5.6, but
The wind died.
now we're going 4.
But it'll pick up again because there's a storm coming, so
So Shannon pulled it out by herself and trimmed it.
Yay!
And par for the course, right at night, we're gonna have this storm come up from behind us. Right as I'm getting ready to cook dinner and settle in, but at least we got our parasailer down, and then we're gonna adjust our jib and take precautions and start dinner. Is that storm even on radar?
That one is over there.
I know, but the one behind us.
Kinda.
It looks like nothing, but if you look behind us, it looks like very imminent. And tonight for dinner, we're gonna have chicken noodle skillet, an easy passage meal. All you have to do is add your packet to the pot, add water, turn your stove on.
Lit.
That's it.
Push it down.
Is the gas on? Is the LP on?
No. Now it's on.
Turn your LP on. And let it cook. We'll have dinner in like 5 minutes. And just as we've got dinner on, the rain starts to roll in.
The vacuum needs to be put up before passages because it's already broken and we don't want it to break anymore, so we need to make sure it gets put up properly.
That's
so
what
it doesn't
duct tape is for.
Well, I want to get some Bondic in Australia and Bondic it so it'll be permanent. So we weren't supposed to have these waves at all. We were supposed to have like 1.2 meter waves, which is like 3-foot waves, which are nothing. And we got like 5-foot waves right now going on. And it's rocking the boat. Rocking the boat.
All right, well, dinner's ready.
All right, cool. Let's eat.
We've got our chicken noodle skillet tonight for dinner.
All right, so you may see that we are not eating fresh fish tonight. We're actually eating one of our passage meals. The reason is we have 2 great buddy boats right now, and we are due to arrive at our next anchorage tomorrow morning. So we decided to go ahead and hold that fish to have like fish tacos or something with them tomorrow night with all of our friends. We're gonna share in the bounty.
How's this passage been, Davis?
What do you like?
I don't know.
Like a monkey?
Just stretching across
not monkey.
the boat.
What is it?
Acrobat?
The
Gymnast?
You gonna sleep in your hammock tonight?
No, I'm gonna sleep in my bed.
What? You moved to
So-
sleep in your bed?
Here. Come on. Okay, so I've like got the stuff back on and I'm moving it right now. Here, that's it. And so, look. So, go over to my room. Down these stairs, and it's here treacherous. And let's see. So yeah, basically this is the state of my room right now. So I'm sleeping right here, and so I can watch TV. So last night I was just laying there with him with my 2 blankets on, really cold, and watching a movie. All we need is popcorn.
It's 8 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go on shift. I went downstairs for about an hour and a half and I was reading before my shift. And in that time frame, Blown Away came from behind us. Now they're like a mile in front of us. So we were only going like 3.7 knots when I come up on shift, and Rob's like, we've got 29 miles until we turn, wake me up. I'm like, well, at this point it's gonna take us like 9 hours to get to that point. So 8 o'clock at night, beginning of my shift, and he's gonna put up the main so we can go a little bit faster, because this being in last thing is not my cup of tea. After a really long night of wind not at a good angle, waves not at a good angle, finally we have arrived at our next anchorage. Our buddy boat's already made it through the pass.
Yeah, everybody's made it through the pass. We just had to drop our sail so we can get through. And they said it's a little rough, but it's doable, so we're gonna make a run for it.
So info on the pass, just stay in the center.
Yeah, follow the pink dotted line all the way in. Should be all right. He said it gets a little squirrely, but nothing huge. probably wasn't as bad. You can see, well, you can't see, but you can see the little rough it's starting to get rough.
So it was probably less rough when they went through, and then...
We'll get through it. It'll be alright.
So the best time to go through this is slack.
Slack tide.
But right now, well,
We're just a little bit past slack.
so we have an outgoing tide or incoming?
Outgoing.
You can see the outgoing tide.
Not too bad. I think we got this.
Well, that wasn't bad.
We're still in it, but not bad.
Well, it's calm significantly.
So we got them in the water trying to help us out. Yeah.
12 feet and
One float in.
I'm not ready for the next one yet, though.
Oh, okay. Then get ready and get Shannon to just hold the boat. Tell Shannon to come forward a little.
Forward.
You're perfect, Shannon. You're perfect. You're perfect exactly where you are.
You're going to be the first one who's done this and not had to get wet. It's a new record.
So go back about 10 feet. Yep.
Shannon, the anchor's already set, so you don't have to do a pullback. Woo, this is a hoot, isn't it, man? It's like a group effort here. It's concierge anchoring service.
Dude.
Davis, okay, everybody.
Anchoring service.
Okay, everybody.
Seriously, right?
This anchoring of Tahanea.
Big money in that, man. That's
This anchoring is sponsored by Sailing Blown Away. It's a cheap little thing that's going to get edited anyway, but it makes me feel so good.
Might be okay. Tell you, when we say the sailing community is amazing, the sailing community is pretty darn amazing. Concierge anchoring service right here in Taha'a. The advantages of being the slow boat, everyone gets to scope out the anchorage and then they just direct you in and help lay your anchor. You're set. Woohoo! Thank you! Well done! Woo! So we picked up, the boys actually picked up these floats from the Pearl Farm yesterday. We got ours, I think 6 for $30, and that's what's helping to float our chain out there so that we can keep it off the coral. Cooking up the tuna that you caught.
Cooking up tuna.
So we're gonna have Eileen and Brown and Beth and Dave and Landon over.
Warrior and Blown Away and Paradise Falls are gonna partake in some tuna, baby.
So we're all like really short on fresh stuff, so we're all having to like pull together whatever we've had. We're scraping into like cans. My yeast, I don't think my bread completely rose. Rob was able to, we've got the generator going so I can actually use my bread machine, but my 2-pound bread loaf didn't rise all the way. But we're just doing the best we can just to enjoy one another and celebrate our safe passage.
All right, this is the dive for Tahanea, the first snorkel for Tahanea.
could almost be a homeschool.
Where are we, Davis?
We're at Blown Away.
Mr. Brown and Miss Eileen's boat for our last night together before we go to Tahiti. So here's when everyone kind of throws whatever they have on their boat together. We've all assembled one meal from 3 different boats.
Everywhere.
So we're telling the guys this is their Father's Day celebration since we're all going to be on passage tomorrow.
Have a great passage.
Yes, thank you. We had
So much fun. It was great. I loved it. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah, they're going together.
And the most special.